There's a problem with modern movie costumes, and we need to talk about it. We don't actually need to talk about it, I just need to rant about this. On Sunday, I went to see a screening of the 1946 movie Gilda with my friend Valerie of Valerie's Cat Ice Cream here on the Ticking Talk. This screening was put on by the Costume Design Guild, so of course the costumes in this movie are incredible. But this wasn't a fashion movie like What a Way to Go, which the entire plot of this movie is basically showcasing incredible fashion, and I highly recommend you watch this movie. The costumes in Gilda are so intricate and gorgeous, and they don't need to be this gorgeous or intricate for the movie to be good, but they are. My favorite article of clothing in this entire film had to be Rita Hayworth's pinstripe suit. Look at how the pinstripes match up perfectly and narrow in at the waist. Look at how there are no visible seams, and look at how, when she walks, the pinstripes of the suit are designed to line up perfectly with the pinstripes of the skirt. It was immaculate. Now we move on to 2024's Nosferatu. This movie gets a lot of credit for how beautiful and historically accurate the costumes are, and they are. And what I'm about to say has nothing to do with the people who made them and the artistry that went in it. It goes into time and money. The back seams on this dress, they could not be bothered to match up the stripes in this dress, when the entire point of this dress is to have the stripes match up. Why is this kind of sloppy craftsmanship happening in a movie that was nominated for an Oscar and got praise for how beautiful the costumes are? It can pretty much be broken down into 3 categories: time, money, and the fact that fast fashion has ruined our textile industry, so we don't actually have access to good textiles anymore. Yeah, a lot of times it's not actually your fault that our clothes look like crap. Now we're going to talk about Gilda again. This is the most iconic dress from the movie. And one of the reasons it is so iconic in fashion history is the fact that it is not a corseted dress. She could move in it, she could twist in it, she could convulse in it, and it has a very daring back. This dress is a work of art that it is able to stay up on her body, and it had people wondering how that was possible because they didn't actually just slap some tape on to keep it in place like we would today. The construction is very similar to another iconic dress, Marilyn Monroe's Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend dress. Now you're gonna get me to go on another rant. The tiny details are truly what make movie costumes iconic instead of forgettable. The gloves on the pink dress for Gentlemen Prefer Blondes were not just purchased as they would be today. They were created from the same fabric that was used for the dress, but not just done in one straight color. They made the palms and fingers of the gloves a lighter color so that when she moved, you would be able to see every gesture. This is because the studios allowed artists to have the time and resources necessary to think through every detail, as opposed to the "we'll fix it in post" mentality. And when I say they wouldn't make the gloves from scratch today, they would just buy some cheap spandex ones that sort of match the color, that's exactly what they did in Birds of Prey for Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn recreating that dress moment. This dress from Gilda was on screen for all of 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and it was hand beaded and sequined, and there was no need for it. Appliques would have been just fine, but there is a need for it, and the need is artistry and creating something iconic instead of forgettable. Do we have bigger problems in the world than movie costumes being made hastily and sloppily? Yes. Do I talk about them most of the time? Absolutely I do. But today I just want to rant about this for a minute. Time, resources, and attention to detail is one of the reasons why in our modern world a lot of cosplayers' recreations of movie costumes are better quality than the movie they were actually recreating it from, which is a ridiculous thing to say. Somebody's recreation worn to Comic-Con shouldn't be better fitting and better quality and made of better materials than the one seen on the big screen, and yet it is. This has been my tiny rant of something that isn't really important, but it is to me. Have a hug, a cookie, and a juice box.